Hi everybody, this is Kedra with Nyxmoonoracle, and today I'm bringing you a soul connections and separation reading. I'm kind of free-forming it. There's no outline. I'm just kind of going with it, whatever comes through with the cards. I don't know if it's going to be relationship, relatives, family, friends, best friends, where something has happened and you are in separation, you're not talking, no communication, or very little communication. This could be twin flames, soulmates, whatever's going to come up. I'm going to be doing these every Monday, so please be sure to check back, hit that bell for notifications, and subscribe so you don't miss the weekly soul connections reading. If this doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. Don't take it. Don't get triggered by it. Just leave it. And I'm sending you love and light. If it's not your situation, that's okay. Just try me back next week. So let's get started and see what kind of soul connection and separation reading this is going to be. This card does not belong here. Belongs over here. Okay, so here we go. First, we're going to tap into what is going on in this collective's connection. I'm going to be using my lip service oracle cards that are currently in Etsy. If you'd like to purchase them, there's a lot of them. I think there's 104, and they're really good oracle cards for a quick reading, tapping in to see what's going on in the connection. I'm going to take my ring off because this ring specifically is catching on the cards. Let's tap into this connection's energy. Renewal. Gold digger. Understanding. And astral projection, and I'm going to get some clarifiers to go with this. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Spirit, tell me about renewal. Tell me about renewal. This was in reverse, but I'm not taking it that way. Something told me to turn it around. Five of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles. With Gold Digger too. More Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I will take this as a wild card. Okay. I feel like someone in this connection started working on themselves with this renewal card, working on their self-esteem, working on their health, working on their career, refocusing because of the Seven of Pentacles. Just this hard work in this self-renewal, reinventing of self, a new direction that they're taking. And I think what I'm getting from this Gold Digger and this Five of Pentacles, I feel like whoever it was in this connection, if this resonates with you, take it. If it doesn't, you'll know just by the way this is going. The renewal happened. The hard work, investing in oneself. I feel like whoever this was tired of that lack mentality, living like paycheck to paycheck, not feeling soulfully fulfilled or relationship. There's something that was missing. And I feel like because of this Queen of Swords and this Ace of Swords, I feel like, meditating, going in the astral and beyond in the 5D, I feel like things were being cut out, removed. People that took from your energy, that, took from your money, that didn't put you as a priority, didn't understand you, left you feeling less than, draining your soul, draining your pocketbooks, or keeping you in a place you weren't stuck. This could be you. This could be the other person too. I'm not sure. I just feel like it's you. I feel like you were leveling up, cutting things away, cutting people that just made you feel less than, took from you, didn't bother understanding you, who you really were, your true colors, or they didn't like your leveling up, or maybe losing weight. I'm seeing for some of you losing weight, getting fit, was threatening to this person or people, whoever it was. They weren't they wanted to keep you in that Five of Pentacles energy. And after some meditation, soul searching, feeling better about yourself, putting that investment in yourself, you got some breakthroughs with this Ace of Swords, mental clarity, and you cut things out, cutting things away that didn't serve you and your journey of this renewal. This could be somebody who didn't want you to go back to school. This could be somebody like my own father. When my mother lost weight, she lost an incredible amount of weight. And my dad was a guy who liked big girls, right? Like really big girls. And he wasn't a big guy, but my mother was a big girl. My dad was just a, regular sized guy, stocky. He was tall, but he was, hardworking, had that kind of rugged physique. But he liked my mom, and she had a lot of curves, a lot of boobs. But when she lost weight, he had a problem with it. And he started putting her down. And eventually they got divorced. But this reminds me of that. There's somebody out there who was losing weight, getting fit. People weren't along for the ride. And you were like, that's okay. I'm doing me. I'm getting fit. I'm going back to school. I'm changing direction. I'm going on a spiritual journey. I'm going on retreats. I'm doing this, this, and this. I'm going to be with people that put me as a priority. I'm setting my own priorities straight, making decisions for my self-renewal. And I'm cutting things away and people away that aren't on board. So something happened, whatever soul connection this is, the reason why you're in separation is because you cut them away. And if this is vice versa, maybe somebody got on a journey and cut you out. Maybe they felt that you didn't understand them. I'll go forward. But there was a self-renewal and a cutting away. I'm going to go into your person's energy just to help clarify who it was. Matilda, that's my daughter's name. Spirit, can you tell me the energy, the mindset of the person in the separation, the Watcher's persons, when this happened? Ooh. So I'm getting it was you are the one that cut this person away. Player on the bottom of the deck. Has a queen on there, but it could have been a king, or he juggled the queens because we did have the Two of Pentacles, and this reminds me of juggling queens. And on the bottom of the deck is commitment. Maybe for some of you out there, when you started going on your path, they were trying to keep you down. They were trying to keep you down. 1 minute they were supportive, 1 minute they weren't. You didn't feel supported. 1 minute you did, 1 minute you didn't. 1 minute they believed in you, 1 minute they didn't. It was like if you stepped out of their comfort zone, you felt it and they let you know it. They set the record straight that they didn't like it. They weren't going to be a part of it. Maybe I'm hearing for some, an ultimatum was also set. Like, if you're going to go in this direction, we're done. For some of you guys, it was a situation where you weren't getting a commitment. You were being juggled. You knew it. This person didn't put you as a priority, and you weren't going to have any part of it because it kept you down. You felt like you were drowning. And I feel like they knew how to, they had that way about them. They knew what to say and what not to say to keep you down. Same old record. They knew what to say. They knew how to get to you. And it was toxic. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to get some tarot with this too. Give me the energy with this person. Why were they not on board? Why were they not on board with the Watcher's changes? Okay. One more. Okay. I'm going to turn this around. I don't really want to take reversals today. I feel like for some of you, your person knew you when you were young. So they had a certain expectation of you. You guys kind of grew up together. You had the same core values, same likes, same interests. And when you started changing, this person didn't like it. They didn't like it. And I'm hearing for some of you out there, this was a friend who you had known didn't like that you were changing. It made them very uncomfortable. I do feel like they were jealous. It was kind of like, what I'm seeing is like someone losing weight. And the other friend is still, maybe they haven't had that hard of a time with weight and they're starting to feel threatened. Or for some, your person is still, overweight, and you're becoming more out there, more confident, and they're not comfortable with that. Whatever it is, this person knew you, grew up with you, knew you when you were young, and you had a lot of things in common, a lot of patterns in common. Had a lot of patterns, and sorry, there was somebody at my door. You guys had a lot of common things, but you started renewing yourself. You didn't want to be submerged anymore. This person just wasn't on board. You may have even went on a spiritual journey. For some of you, may have went on a spiritual journey, and it was not the same religion that you grew up with. Some of you, this was a relationship, and you had known each other, and you didn't feel like this person put you as a priority, and they weren't on board when you were making these changes. They felt threatened. They felt like you were leaving them behind. They were saying things like, oh, you think you're so great. Oh, now you're so hoity-toity, uppity, things like that. Those toxic little jabs that people get to keep you down. I've actually been told that before. But you didn't want to be played with anymore. You wanted to be a priority. You were tired of it. You weren't going to be put down anymore. You wanted to have somebody be straight with you. Not toxic, not this dual back and forth. You wanted stability. You didn't want to be juggled. You didn't want juggled emotions. You didn't want 1 minute they're supportive, but they're giving you backhanded comments, little mind jabs. You didn't want that. And you, Queen of Swords, their ass. You got them right out of there. It may have taken a little bit, but you did it. Some of you, it may have just happened quickly. Thank you, Spirit. There's quite a few situations coming through here, so this is going to hit a broad collective. So I'm going to see what your energy was like during this process. Spirit, tell me what the Watchers' energy was like through this awakening. This awakening, this renewal. We have friend. What else, Spirit? What was the Watcher's energy? Oh, yes. One more. Beautiful. I'm going to get a tarot. But what I'm getting already, I'm going to get tarot first. Queen of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck. A lot of pentacles here. This could have been going back to school for some of you, changing career paths. Yeah, okay. 7 of Wands. Ooh. 5 of Pentacles comes out again. Okay, that just shows where you were. That just affirms earlier what happened in the connection. I do feel for some of you this was that friend that you grew up with. You had their back, they had your back, but once you started nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself, taking care of your money, changing directions, getting real spiritual with yourself, things started to change. The relationship was fizzling out. You were really getting tired of this person. What? Because you were laser focused on your growth and renewal. You were honed in. You just didn't want to feel like you were less than or people submerging you. You just did not. So you had the courage with the 7 of Wands to face this friend and you cut them out. And this goes for anybody. For some of you, this was a friend, this was a relationship altogether. This friend may have stepped away from you because you changed. And you were okay with that because you did not want to feel less than anymore with this Five of Pentacles. Did it hurt to lose a friend? Yes, but you know what? You knew. You had this Ace of Wands, this new beginning, this new awakening. You knew there was more. You wanted to take care of yourself, your money, your world. Self-love, self-care. And you were wanting to make steady progress, and you weren't going to let someone come in and disrupt you or make you feel less than with their energy. You were ready for passion in your life. You were ready to get your money right, your head right, your self-love right. You were looking for real friendship, not something temporary. And if somebody wasn't on board, you were okay with it. You were going to face the challenges, and you were going to have the courage to let anybody and anything that wasn't understanding and on board drop away. It was okay. Okay. I'm going to go into, how does your person currently see you? Currently, besides the separation, how do they currently see you? Is that where I want to go? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go, how do they feel? How did they feel after the separation when you left? That's what I'm going to do. How did they feel after the Watcher left them behind on their journey? How did they feel when the friendship ended or the relationship? How did they feel? How did the Watcher's person feel after the relationship? Sorry, after the relationship ended. We have grief, dark night of the soul. Ooh, that one flew. Communication and received. Okay, before I answer, I'm going to get some energy just to make sure it's what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling. I always like to get confirmation. Tell me about this grief, Spirit. Five of Wands. Knight of Cups. So for some of you, this is a romantic relationship as well as a friendship or just a romantic relationship. I feel like after the breakup, your person was really sad that you guys had that falling out with this Five of Wands. They were really upset. They went through a grief period. They still may be going through a grief period. And they felt like it was just drama. They overreacted. You know, they screwed up. It was just senseless drama. I feel like it really hit them hard. Like they never thought you would actually end the friendship. Because remember, earlier I said that you guys knew each other from a young age. Well, sometimes when we know each other from a young age, we grow up together, we date each other young, we get married young. You do grow as a person. But sometimes that person doesn't like when you grow because it feels like you're growing apart. And they're scared of that because they're kind of still in that, you know, it just feels like they're going to lose you a lot of times. I do feel like they have thought about reaching out with this Knight of Cups and this communication card. They really have thought about it. They really thought with this King of Swords energy, they've really gotten in their headspace, trying to see your point of view. They really have seen that it was just needless drama with this Five of Wands, that it was just senseless. They should have been more supportive. They're starting to think with their head instead of, you know, getting their feelings hurt. They're like, why did I act this way? Why did I act this way? This was senseless. I should have supported them. I should have been there. I should have had their back with this Ace of Pentacles. You know, message received. I understand. I understand how I acted. I understand that they had their trust in me and I blew it. I wish I could reach out and tell them this. I wish I could because this is hurting. This was stupid. I'm actually going to get some words to go with this. They do. They see that they were not supportive of you on your journey. See, on the bottom of the deck, I see it differently now. I see it differently now. I didn't support you. I didn't support you at all. And I've thought about it, and I can't believe how I acted. Message received. I should have had your back. I should have supported you. One more, Spirit. One more. Yeah, I wish we could go back, do it over. I would be there for you. I would have your back. I would have your back and support you. Okay. Kind of answered my question about how they see and feel about you as well. I'm glad I asked it that way. Now, I'm going to see why this person, because they have regret, message received, why were they threatened? Why were they threatened by you improving yourself? I pretty much know, but let's see what comes out. Why were they threatened, Spirit? We have arrogant, selfishness, secretive. It's almost like that don't know what you got till it's gone. Narrow-minded, absolutely. Judgmental, yep. And for some, this laziness. I'm going to put that as the wild card, and I'll tell you why. For those of you where this was a relationship where your person has been not putting you as a priority, not really supporting you, being judgmental, and your renewal was inconveniencing them or making them feel insecure. I feel like they were narrow-minded. They judged you. They were arrogant about it and selfish. This was all about them and their perceptions. They were used to you a certain way. They were used to that duality where they could say things and they could play that same song and dance with you. They like to keep you in that submerged state. They wanted you to stay in one place. They didn't want you to grow because things would have to change, and they were lazy. They kept wanting to play that same song over and over. They wanted you to be you. This threatened them. This threatened them, and now they were having to step up because you were raising your standards. You were setting up boundaries. You knew you deserved better. And they were lazy and arrogant. And they thought, oh, if I keep acting this way towards them, they'll drop it. They'll drop it. They've done this before. You've tried this before. You've tried to lose weight before, and it didn't get you anywhere. You've tried to do this. You've tried to do that. Give them a couple of weeks. They may have even said things like that. I give it a couple of weeks. I give it 2 days before you stop. Don't do that. I've actually had people tell me to stop doing things myself as well. Like, I remember laying in my bed in the hospital after just delivering my son, and I was modeling then. And that was not an acceptable thing in my family. And because they like things status quo. You go to work 9 to 5, you do family things as a big family, and then, you go home, have dinner, go to bed. I wanted more out of life. And I heard my own grandmother and my mother talking about, well, I hope now that she has a baby, she's going to get her head on straight and stop doing that stupid modeling stuff. I was doing well in modeling. But those comments actually shaped me. It kept me submerged. And I didn't go after what I wanted. But I was young when that happened. And if that happened now, I would have raised up out of that bed and it would have been a completely different story. But it just shows how people want to keep you in a convenient box, because then they have to step up. They have to get out of their comfort zone. Or they just have these narrow-minded, preconceived, arrogant, judgmental, selfish views on you. Secretly, for a couple of them, for the friends, they were jealous. Even the partners, for those that have had partners in this situation, relationships, romantic relationships, I feel like they were jealous because you were changing your body, you were changing direction, and it was threatening to them. And it was about them, not about you. And they were not supportive. And some, like in my case with my family, it was narrow-minded and arrogant. Like just because they didn't see it a certain way, It wasn't important. It wasn't achievable. It was, how dare you? How dare you not work in a factory like everybody else? You know? But I didn't want to live that kind of lifestyle. I wanted more. Always have. Always will. But I feel like this was why they did what they did. And they see it now. But still, this is not great behavior. This is not great energy. It was very selfish, very lazy, very narrow-minded. Whether this was a friend, a lover, a spouse, a boyfriend, girlfriend, a best friend, a parent. It was just somebody that was used to keeping you in a bubble. And when you started going outside of that bubble, there was a problem. You know, it also reminds me of the movie Ponyo. I don't know if you've seen Ponyo, but it's by Studio Ghibli. And it's about this girl who falls in love with a boy, but she's actually a goldfish. And she gets out of her bubble, but her father wants to keep her in this bubble. He doesn't want her to go around the humans. He doesn't want her to go outside of his world, that bubble of who he thought she was. But she goes anyway. She lives her life. That's what this energy's like. Somebody wanted to keep you submerged in their bubble because they had known you that way for so long. Thank you, Spirit. Now I'm going to go into, now that you know all of that, what do you need to surrender moving forward in this situation? What needs to be surrendered moving forward? Surrender to the beauty of the natural world. Take a relaxing break and spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy there. I'm going to get one more and then I'll go into what I'm getting from these. Surrender your fear of intimacy. You are ready to let love in, compassionately identifying and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. We saw that, actually. You cut people out that didn't understand and were not on board. And this may have made you scared to love again. Because if this was a spouse, or a boyfriend or girlfriend who didn't get on board with that situation, I do feel like it kind of tainted it. Also, I'm getting that you have been doing so well on your journey, you don't want anybody to stand in your way. Like if you get in if you were to open up to someone intimately, are they going to complicate things? Are they going to try to make you fit in that bubble? Are they not going to grow with you? And I'm hearing from Spirit that you know yourself well enough now on your journey that you are going to be able to manifest and call in the right person for you that's going to complement you, that will be supportive, because you're going to see any of those old patterns that were in your other person's life. And I'm also hearing about friendships. You may be scared to open up and have a deep friendship, like if this was a friendship instead of a relationship. I'm hearing, yes, you'll know, because you'll be the Queen of Swords. You'll have those boundaries. And I'm hearing for the surrender to the beauty of the natural world on your journey. Remember, Queen of Pentacles came up. That's about the 3D world, nurturing, but it's also earth. Spirit really wants you to get out there and see the beauty of your world. See the accomplishments that you have made in your renewal, spiritually and everything around you. Everything that has led you to this renewal. Yes, people are going to drop away. But that's for you. That's for your growth. That's for you to peel away and expose who you really are. Like a butterfly coming out of the cocoon. Really see your beautiful world that you've created and that you are creating. And let it replenish you. Relax on this journey. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be full of fear. Because you are growing on your journey and you have put yourself first, you're going to know who isn't right for you. And ask Spirit to bring someone in that's for your highest good, that will complement your life. Whether that's a friendship, a job. Yeah. Now I'm going to see what's being activated on your journey. Since this is a journey of self-renewal, I'm going to see what is being activated during this renewal process for you. I do love the way these cards shuffle. I think they are called, yeah, the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle by Kyle Gray. They shuffle so nice. What's being activated on this journey of self-renewal? Crystal Skull Wisdom. It's clarity, divine healing, high vibrational energy. Yes, this is going to help you manifest the right people, the right situations, getting downloads, being able to navigate so you don't have anything to fear because of this divine healing that you're getting, because of the clarity that you are getting, especially when you're meditating and heading into the astral and the higher dimensions. It's helping you with that self-renewal, and you're getting high vibe, and you're attracting high vibe, and you're creating more high vibe. And so, Spirit, you're radiating this outward, right? It's just becoming part of your genetic imprint. So not only are you helping yourself now, you're helping yourself in your next life as well. It's just altering your genetic code and frequency, your vibration that emanates forever. That's really beautiful. Keeping that vibe high is part of your journey. I mean, this is divinely guided healing. This is why you were awakened. This is why you evolved, for clarity and raising your vibration so you can manifest and bring in the situations with Spirit. Like, it's so funny how things happen. I had the weirdest thing the other day happen, and there's no other way to explain it except that it was divinely done for my highest good, because there's no way that that could have happened without divine intervention. And it just makes me laugh because it's, once you're getting clarity, you can see the universe working in your favor. Even if it's a tough situation, it always is for your highest good. Like ending relationships, like ending friendships or familial ties. It is for your highest good, because Spirit does not want you to be in a bubble. Spirit does not want you to be miserable, doing things that are expected of you and not what you really are. Spirit wants to manifest with you. Spirit wants to play the beautiful game of life with you, because you're experiencing for Spirit. And this is what's being activated and why you have been awakened. And this is why people that are in their own world and in that narrow-minded, selfish energy that are not supportive or treating you as a priority, they're going to fall away, and they have been falling away. That's why you're in separation. You have leveled up. You deserve better. You deserve the best. And you know it. Way to go. Now I'm going to see what your soul wants you to focus on moving forward, okay? What does your soul want you, since we're doing soul connections, what does your soul want you to focus on moving forward? And then I'm going to look at, very lastly, what the possible future outcomes are with this person, whether you guys become friends again, whether they level up and step up to the plate, because we did see that King of Swords energy. I'm going to see what happens there, okay? But first I'm going to see what is your soul wanting you to focus on your awakening, to get that, what was it called? Crystal Skull Wisdom. That clarity, divine healing, and high vibrational energy activated. Let's see. Whew. Live from your heart. Absolutely. And by living from your heart, you're speaking your truth. You're vibing high with love. You're doing things with love instead of in fear or guilt. You're loving yourself. You're loving the people that love you. You're loving the people that support you. You have compassion for everyone, but you're not going to have people, you love yourself enough to not let people keep you in a bubble. And if they can't get on board, you have to say, you know, bye. What else? What does your soul want you to know? Yeah, the possibilities in this life, as long as you see this green, as long as you speak your truth, speak with love, speak to yourself with love, it awakens the possibilities. This sacral energy, the sacral chakra energy just creates, and then you just grow. the possibilities. Spirit starts opening doors up, creating circumstances, literally shaping the universe to what you're creating. That's absolutely gorgeous. One more, Spirit. One more. One more. Oh, my goodness. That flew about 4 feet. There we go. Yeah, just trust. Just trust in yourself. Trust in your judgments. Trust in Spirit to make things happen for you. Every person and situation that have been in your life has led you here. Trust that the universe is always working for your highest good and wants to co-create with you. They just want you to get real and vibe high and trust. Trust your soul. Trust your intuition. Trust Spirit. And trust that what you're manifesting is happening. Sometimes people think it needs to happen right away, but it actually takes time for manifestation to happen because Spirit has to work. Now, sometimes it can happen really quick. I've seen it happen. My daughter is like a pro manifester. With me, it seems, and I know as I go along on my journey, it will be quicker and a little different, but mine is like going through the scenic route to get there because there's lessons that I need to know. There's growth. There's people I need to meet. There's a lot of different situations, and that is what's going on with you. A lot of different things are happening and coming together for your manifestations to happen. And you also have to trust that you deserve them. Trust the possibilities. And love yourself and know you deserve it. So now I'm going to look at some possible future outcomes with this person. You have the free will, no matter what these cards say, to make your own decisions. Do not let cards make your decisions for you because energy changes. This is a possible future outcome that you might want to be part of. You might not be. That's absolutely your choice. Spirit gives us free will to make those choices. This is just guidance and a possible future outcome, Spirit, for what happens in the future with their person. There's a lot of things about wishing here. Okay, so what I'm getting is, you know what, let me get tarot to go with it first. This is the Love Tarot by, I think it's called, no it isn't. It's called the Psychic Tarot For the Heart by John Holland. My daughter got these for me for Christmas, so they're brand new and ready to be used. Oh, there's that heart chakra coming in. A lot of green. Love abounds. We got that earlier with that heart chakra from your soul. Spread your wings. I'm going to get one more. This goes very much in line with what we've already pulled. Yeah. Helpless and hopeless and blossom on the bottom of the deck. Okay. So with this, what I have here is I feel like your person is going to come back into your life. They may even be doing that now, trying to communicate, you know, bringing you an apology, saying they've wised up a little bit. They've sat on it for a little bit. They're different. They're growing. They're kind of putting you on a pedestal. They're here to support your journey. They have the intention. But I'm feeling like you are going deep within. You feel compassion for this person and understanding where they didn't have any with you, but you're also remembering how they made you feel. Like, how did they make me feel? Yes, they're saying this now, but how did they make me feel? I feel like you're happy when they come back or when they do talk to you, but I don't feel that you trust what they're saying. I feel like with this helpless and hopeless, there's two paths to take, okay? I feel like you are going over in your head in the future, could be now for some of you, that if you were to go down that path and open the door with this person, that you would just end up feeling sad. You would get off your journey, get off your diet. would make you feel manipulated again. And you're wondering, is this just wishing? You know, are they just throwing this at me because they know how to talk to me to get me back in? Because I don't want that. I love myself. I love myself. I am focused on my manifestations. I am getting clarity. I'm vibing high. I'm speaking my truth. I'm being authentic. I am self-loving the hell out of myself. And I feel like this person is just wishful thinking because they miss me. Wishful thinking because they lost me. Now they want to be a part of this journey when they didn't before. And I feel like if I go down that path, it's just not going to make me feel good. I'm not going to be authentic with myself. I'm going to once again get submerged into their bubble. And Spirit's saying, spread your wings. Spread your wings and blossom. Don't be stuck in daydreaming, fantasy thinking. This is a time to create your world. Spread your wings away from these people. This is a journey about you, coming home to yourself, who you really are, what your path is. And there's many ways you can take. You can choose to go with this person and see how it goes. Spirit's saying, or you can choose another direction. You have the free will, but Spirit's saying, it's time to fly. You're ascending. You're creating and manifesting. Is this person authentic? Is this person supportive of your journey? Do they even fit your journey anymore? Trust your intuition. Trust your heart. Love yourself enough to really see clear and not try to fit into wishful thinking and daydreams. Observe why you're even questioning it. Are you trying to be a peacemaker? Are you feeling guilty? It has to be done in love. Any fear, guilt, shame, scared, that's not love. Spread your wings and fly. It's time to create, get passionate, thrive. You are your home. You choose who you let in. Be wise about it. Remember the time, slow and steady. Don't make rash decisions. Observe. You don't have to, because of the share the love on the bottom of the deck here, you don't have to be like, fuck you and all this other stuff if they do come back around. Just be like, you know what, this isn't for me. I don't feel this is right. My life is changing and I'm focused on what's for my highest good. But I wish you well. Have a great one. But this is up to you. It's your choice. And I'm going to get one last card for you moving forward. One very last card for you. Yeah. Celebrate this metamorphosis that you're going through. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate your life. Celebrate your blossoming. Celebrate your accomplishments. What you've become and what you're manifesting. Celebrate. Celebrate you. I really hope this helps. See you next week. Namaste.